Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative. Ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Fast motion from the offense. On the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it to the right side. Powers through the defender. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's knocked down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. The 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
At the end of the first quarter, Hawaii 17, Toledo 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Utah State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Contreras. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have That's their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? And he reels it in inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rockets have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rockets! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hall. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the...
Running toward the tape. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Pushes ahead. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. The 50. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Toledo. Not the fumble. They scored with the fumble.
And I love the way they break to the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Delivers the contact. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Quick handoff. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The AT unit on the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They try to pop a run on the draw. Turns it on at midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
14.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I routed my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running a route, it's hard to get in and out.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. With jet sweep pass. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And the Rockets headed quickly to the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Rockets have this offense rolling. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Little touch pass to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The option look. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow. And obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver. And the defense able to come away with the INT.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
And that's a first down for the offense.
First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Discards a man. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still You cannot stop him.
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Hawaii 38, Toledo 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That's caught. It's Hall. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Gets it out quickly. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. They go to the draw. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the stomping has commenced. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point is good. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
14.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Contreras. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this.
Grabs it inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Get set. Ready.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Comes out throwing on first down. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Cook. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Powers through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Contreras. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.